This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Today's discussion deals with an Albert Schweitzer quote, and I love the quote. The quote is, "Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success." And here's the concept. And it basically says, if you find yourself doing what you love, you're ultimately likely to be successful. The concept being that if you work so hard to find success and think that will lead you to happiness, that's not likely the case. Where in contrast, if you work at finding a position, a role, a situation where you're happy in and you can pay the bills, or a big believer in being able to pay the bills, and you get yourself in the right situation, you're likely to be able to thrive once you get in that right situation. This concept of if you find happiness in the right spot, you will find success, resonates with me very, very much. I've always find that when I make choices based on where I will be happiest, the success comes and I thrive. And that when I make choices based on what seems right, prestige-wise or financially, that it's often like putting a square peg in a round hole, and I struggle. Thus, I love this quote. Again, success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. To go back a step forward, or take the step forward, the best choice I made professionally was in my 20s in terms of picking a job. And I joined the firm that was the predecessor to the law firm McGuire Woods that I've been at for 30 years. The firm was known as Ross and Hardy's, and I was in my mid-20s and kind of lost at the time. Three of my close colleagues, Rob Glanch, George Spathis, and Jeff Dunlap, were all at this firm, and they were all happy. This was a real rarity at that time in terms of big law firms. So I at some point left the more prestigious firm I was at, that I was working like a dog at, and joined this firm, Ross and Hardy's, which was really a choice towards, if I'm happy, I'll find a way to thrive. I now have been there for 30 years plus and thrived. So the message is, you find happy and you thrive. And of course, you got to be able to pay the bill. So I don't want this to be mistaken for find your passion to go broke. No, you got to take care of your family, do things you got to do, but find happy and thrive. I love that. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Thank you very, very much.